Today, I'm going to start a brand new AI web design agency, and my intent is to scale it to $10,000 during the next 2 weeks, okay? First of all, why do you need to watch this video? Because I've scaled my own AI web design agency to over $113,000 during the last 30 days. And let me just refresh my screen because I'm a big fan of transparency. And the reason I'm doing it is because I want to prove to you, if you have what it takes as an entrepreneur, then literally you can scale to 6 figures in 2 weeks with a $500 budget. So now, first of all, in order for me to scale to $10,000 in 2 weeks, I need to choose a niche. Which niche I'm going to be working with? Niche that I have experience with, of course, which is contractors, right? Which offer I'll be selling to them. I'm going to tell you my offer right now. If you just try to copy it blindly and you think you're just going to get successful with it, trust me, you're not, because there's a lot of other external factors that comes with it, all right? So it's very simple. I sell them a website plus hosting plus SEO for just $87. Why? Because that pay my ad spend. Okay. When I run ads, I get a lot of leads because that's kind of like a no-brainer. I don't make money out of this. It's just a bait, but that pays my ad spend as well. So my ad spend becomes free. And then once they hop on me in a call, I sell them this, I pay my ad spend, and then I upsell them for my pay per appointment package. Okay. So I use the website as a bait and then I upsell them for my appointment package. And literally any web design agency that I know that work with contractors, right? If you have a web design agency with contractors, you're doing more than 50K just with websites, I mean, heads up, right? Just like message me. I would love to know more about you. I would love to interview. But literally me and dozens of my students, everyone I know that have a web design agency, especially working with contractors, you're going to have some other upsells. And it just makes it very smooth as well because you have a lot of MR coming in, right? So now after we choose a niche, next thing our branding. And I'm not going to be talking to you about how to buy domains from GoDaddy, Namecheap, and all that, how I set up my funnels, how I've changed the header. Because if you want me to show you all these details, you're not going places, trust me, right? You got to figure out stuff by your own. So here's my funnel. Very simple funnel. I mean, you have other complicated funnels with other businesses, but it's very simple. It's a header here. Thank you for submitting your info. A VSL. Other than that, they click on here and they can book a call with us. Testimonials on the bottom. Okay. So that's my branding. That's my funnel. You don't need a portfolio. You don't need a fancy website. My advice, just a VSL here, header. Video testimonials are very important. Now that we've done that, next thing is our automations. Okay. What I mean by automations are these. Let's say this is an example from one of my agencies, right? We had this appointment booked on November the 6th, all right? And when we had this appointment booked, as you see, my co-founder called them right away. Other than that, they received some automated text 4 hours to go. Let me know if you have any questions. An automatic text 1 hour before, an automatic text 10 minutes before. Pretty simple. We called them also right away. You see this appointment has been created on 9:25 p.m. my time. My co-founder gave him a call at 9:29 p.m., which is like 3 minutes later. And it's very important to call these leads like 3-5 minutes later. Okay. Now, after this comes the sales process. We need to lock in our appointment setting process and our sales process because I don't have time. Even if I'm doing this challenge, I cannot just like ignore all my businesses and just like dedicate 10 hours a day to this challenge. I'll be hiring an appointment setter and a closer. So now before you freak out, like I'm a newbie. How can I hire an appointment setter and a closer from the start? Yes, you can. You can do it. Let me explain. Right? For the closer, I literally hire top tier A-player closers. Literally, closers will be making like more than 15K per month. Closers who close more than multi-6 figures worth of deals. Closers that work with Russell Branson and like big names in the space. And I've hired them $0 up front. Just because I talk to them and they can see I'm not just a newbie starting out and they can see the vision, right? And they can see my confidence. They would work with me without paying them any money up front. I'm just going to tell them, hey, I'm going to pay you 15% commission. It's very good for them because most of these deals are 5K every 3 months or 6K every 3 months. If they sign a 5K deal, then I'll pay them something around like $1,000 and keeping the rest, right? It's a very good deal for me because I'm not jumping to these calls and they know how to close. You don't have to wear all the hats while hiring an agency. So for the appointment setters, what I usually do is I give them around a 2.5% revenue share. So like the closer is 15% revenue share, right? Not profit share, revenue share. And for the appointments, I give them around 2.5% revenue share and then give them around $25 for every showed up call after 30 days. Okay. So let's say right now they got me around saying whatever, like 100 calls. Okay. They literally get paid $2,500, but I'm not going to pay them this money up front because I'm literally going to pay them all that after I sign clients. So out of 100 calls, they get 2,500 and then 2.5% of revenue. Okay. It's very important for me because like they're very incentivized of making these people show up because if they don't show up, they're not getting paid. Right. It's that simple. And I've calculated my margins. My margin is pretty high. So even if I pay them $2,500 and I pay the closer, I'm still like keeping a lot of money, right? I would like to start an agency this way. Then I have a team around me. So you see like how I've just like build a team out of nothing, just like out of no money up front. A closer, you're getting 50% appointment setter, you're getting 3%, and you get $25 for every showed up call. If you're a web design agency owner and you've been working hard for months and you still make less than $5,000 per month, let's be real here. You probably landed a client through cold outreach and you try to repeat the same outreach system to get your clients, but within the next months you got nothing. And the reason you got nothing out of it is simply because that system doesn't scale and it's fundamentally broken. The agencies who are hitting 10, 20, and 30K per month, they're not only relying on some random outreach anymore. They're running one proven offer, one upsell, and one client acquisition system with a full team behind them of closers, setters, copywriters, editors, and service delivery experts. And here's the crazy part. You don't need to be spending tens of thousands of dollars yourself building that team. We give you the entire infrastructure, plus the team of closers, setters, appointment setters, editors, copywriters, and media buyers, and we only get paid by taking a small commission from your growth. Yeah, that's why Flight Digital hit 12K a month in their first 3 weeks of business.
But we've done 12,400 already.
And Tom, web design agency owner, is working with contractors, did 11.5K in his first month of doing business.
We're on track for about 11.4K.
And Tyler put in $5,200 in 2 weeks. If you want the same infrastructure installed in your agency, then book a call and let's talk about it more in detail. So now the question is, how do I go about finding these closers? I mean, now I find it from my network, but you know, if you want to go about it, you can go to Facebook groups and stuff like that. It's going to be very hard. So now I've already contacted the closer and I've contacted the appointments that I've set them up on the same structure I shared with you guys. I'll be sharing with you the ads and the sales recordings and everything else, but right now let's talk about the offer. So for the offer, it's very simple. As I said, I'm giving them a bait, I'm selling them a website. I'm creating the website using an AI software. It takes me about 30 minutes to create these websites, costs me about $12. And then for SEO, it's also automatic. I'm just using a software, okay? And then after they sign up for this, I'm asking them a question, okay, cool, what do you do for your leads? I'm been doing this and this for you. What are you doing for your leads? And then I'll sell them $125 cost per call, okay? That's how much I pocket. And then they got to spend about $60 a day on ad spend. And then if they don't get around 100 calls in 3 months, I'm going to share with you that on the sales process. If they don't get that, then I would work for free until they get there. I'm going to give them a money get back guarantee bullshit and everything else because that creates a lot of problems later on. But I believe this guarantee of telling them that's exactly what I'm doing in my agency, right? Unless you tell them like, hey, if you don't work for free till we get there, so you have nothing to lose whatsoever. And we signed that in a contract before you even start working together. So you got everything is on a contract. And again, before you start this, where do you host your funnel? Very simple. Go high level. How much do you pay for Go High Level? You don't pay anything up front because with Go High Level, you can go on YouTube. Okay. I'm not one of these guys. I'm not trying to make money out of referral, Go High Level fee. I don't care about that. So you literally go on YouTube and you research Go High Level 1 month free trial. And you're going to receive a lot of creators on YouTube that through their links and only their links, you can get a month worth of Go High Level free trial. That's how you bypass Go High Level. You have a full month free in Go High Level, but you got to pay for your domain. $12 in GoDaddy. That's it. So we spent around $12 so far. So right now, in order for us to start, we spent around $12. And also, how do you get actually testimonials from the start? That's an interesting question, right? Look, you can be a normie, you can be an average Joe that start an agency and try to play by the rules and just like go out there and just like try to make your own testimonials, wait and all that. But that's not my style of doing business, right? Let's say I want to work with contractors or whatever niche I'm trying to work with. I'll go on Facebook groups. Okay, media buyer Facebook groups, and I'll basically post media buyer needed, for example, for tree cutting, media buyer needed for SaaS, for this, right? And then I'll get a lot of inquiries. Media buyers talking to me. He's like, hey, I have experience with SaaS. I talk to them. All right, share your screen. Show me exactly all the results you're getting. And I'm screen recording. I'm seeing everything. And then if they're legit, they have a lot of results on my niche I'm trying to target. I don't tell them I'm starting a business from scratch. I tell them like, hey, we already have an agency and we're looking to hire media buyers. Look, I'm going to keep you on the loop and I'll reach out to you very, very soon. And then as soon as they start running ads, I tell them, hey, I'll be basically signing clients and I would want you to basically do the service delivery for these clients, right? I'm going to sign clients. I want you to be taking care of the service delivery of these clients. I don't want to be touching the service delivery, okay? I want you to get these clients leads on literally Google, Facebook. But here's the thing. I need to show these clients your testimonials because you'll be the one doing the service delivery for them. So they need to see exactly who's doing the service delivery. Does that make sense? It makes sense, right? So it makes sense for the media buyer. I'm asking for his consent. And it makes sense for me as well because I'm not going to be starting from scratch. If someone is asking, where's your testimony? It's not going to be like, you're my first client. That's what I would do. And if you're a G, you'll be doing that. Now we got our testimonies before we even started. We got our closer. We got our appointment setter. We got our Go High Level for free for a month. And we only spent $12. Okay. And now that we got all of this out of the way, next thing is we got to script our own ads. Okay. So we've already chosen our niche. We already have the funnel ready. Now we got to script the ads. So for scripting the ads, our ad should have these 8 elements. Very good hook. It's important. We need quality ICP, meaning we call out contractors in this case. We need to have a good risk reversal, add some social proof, have a specific timeline. What I mean by social proof is the testimonials that we got from the media buyer after his consent. All right, that's where you get that from. Call out the ICP, call out contractors. Good hook, for example, would be, I'm going to show you some ads that I've recorded. Hey, contractors, I have an offer that you literally cannot refuse. You'll be like, what the hell? What was this offer they can't refuse? You know, like the goal of the hook is not to just sell them anything. It's literally to sell them to watch the whole video, right? Risk reversal. What I mean by risk reversal, we already talked about that. If you don't get results, we refund you the money, or we work until you get, or this and that. You can be creative with your risk reversals, okay? Specific timeline. All right, we basically create a website and SEO in 2 days, and we do that for only $97. That's an example. A specific call to action. What do you want them to do? You want them to fill out a form? You want them to book a call? So you're going to be specific with the call to action. Highly engaging. It should not be boring. You see, the way I speak with my hands. I'm highly engaging. Like, your body language matters a lot in these ads, okay? Storytelling, if you can add some storytelling, then that's good. So now, how many ad variations you start with? Initially, if you're actually starting from scratch, my advice, you start with $30 ad budget. You can start with 5 creatives. 5 creatives, each creative should have a different hook, different call to action. Make sure every creative stand out. So now that you have your creatives ready, next thing, shoot your creatives. How do you shoot your creatives? Literally, it could be in your house, shooting your creatives like that. Make sure you have a good microphone. If you don't have a good camera, you have shitty phone, you don't have a good microphone, please go book a session in a studio near you. It's probably like $30. I don't know, $30, $40. It's worth it. Even if you don't have a lot of money, it's worth it. They have their own tech. Let them shoot for you. Let them send you the footage. Okay? Now that you have your creatives ready, these are examples of creatives that I've created for this challenge. So what I'm doing is I'm basically making a challenge and I'm explaining you everything in real time. Because my goal out of this video is for literally for you to replicate it and to make money and come back to me. It's like, hey, Safani helped me make money with a free video. Like, bro, like I'm literally showing you every single step. I don't know if my WhatsApp is showing, but if not, I'm just going to add this later on. This is one of my clients, Camille. He literally just started his ads in Poland. And he, like Hale Brothers, landed the ad campaign not long ago, met in the learning phase, 2 days, whatever, got 7 leads, an average cost per lead of approximately $3. He got $3 cost per lead. So I know what I'm doing. I'm spending more than $25,000 a month personally, just on my agency Facebook ads without other businesses. So now that you got your ads ready, next step, you got to edit them. Okay, you got to make sure your ads are edited pretty well. I mean, you can edit them yourself, or because that's not your skill, right? You probably get messed up if you edit them yourself. You can hire a freelancer on Fiverr for like $20, $30. You'll edit your ads. Now you pay $12. You probably paid around $40 for the studio, which is $52. And you pay another $20 for the editors, which is like $70. Yeah, you $70 in before launching an ad. That's still good. We got a $500 budget. So after we start getting some leads, the reason I'm getting a lot of calls here is because the offer is literally no brainer, you know, and I'm getting paid to pay ad spend. So for me, the ad spend is free. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason I'm getting ad spend is free is because they pay me up front. The 97 is up front. And the rest could take some time, stuff like that. I could upsell them in 2 weeks, 1 week, but I've already established a relationship with them. The relationship is already established. Now, as you see, how many calls we're getting? We're like a tremendous amount of calls, man. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is on a random Friday. This is like all these calls we're getting. Not all of them are just qualified, but still very good. So, and right now I'm going to call my appointment setter, see if he was able to send some guys for 97 and see if we can basically upsell them for the high ticket, which is like 5,000. Yo, Curtis, what's up?
I'm calling the other guys right now that like I'm just following up on old leads.
Yeah.
So there should be again, this is like an estimate, right? Nothing's guaranteed, but there should be 800 more MR because I put them. I don't know if you can look at the sales pipeline, but I'm gonna put all the guys that I thought I was really close on getting, or like they're really close on edge. I'm gonna put them in the ready to close pipeline, and those guys. I just called this other guy again. He said give him a call tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So I can finally get his card and stuff. And then I'm gonna call this other guy Samuel, which is the guy I have Google my business profile for like a long ass time ago. I told you about.
That's good. That's perfect, bro. You're killing it.
Yeah. And then the MMA guy, I'm gonna send you. I wanted to send you a video of it because dude, he was angry at the start for whatever reason, and then he started liking me at the end of the call. It's really funny.
Yeah.
No,
No, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to update you on that. I'm following up on all the old leads right now, and then I have another sales call in 2 hours. I'm pretty sure he's qualified. I'll double check. But yeah, no, there should be 800 more in MMR, and then
What do you mean?
I talked to my
What do you mean 800 more in MR? Like what do you mean?
like in total if I get all these guys ready to close. Like that's like perfect situation.
Like do you mean from the onboardings or sales process?
From the sales process?
Now back at you guys. This is literally day 3 of launching ads, and my appointment setter alone have been able to basically secure about $800 in just that websites and the SEO, right? That means right now I spend around $150 on ads, have $350 left on the budget plus $800. That's literally around $1,150 that I have. That's my current budget at the moment. So I'm going to go crazy. I'm going to raise ad spend from $30 a day to around $80 a day. I'm going to try to get a lot of these $97 guys as much as I can and then upsell them. So we'd have 3 upsells scheduled for the appointment package. Next slide is going to be the sales goal.
How you doing, man?
All right, yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. You from Texas?
Yes, sir. Austin.
Nice. I can pick it up on the accent. Cool.
All right.
Yeah. I know you booked this call, right? Because you're possibly looking to getting help with the marketing system for your business.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm interested in.
Okay. What kind of help are you looking for specifically?
Pretty much. I don't know. Shit. I'm ready to tell the truth. I've been in business 10 years, and I've actually never used any marketing, just word of mouth.
Okay. And so right now, like 100% word of mouth for the past, how long have you been in business for?
About 10 years.
10 years. Okay. And I guess how's that been going so far? Just the word of mouth.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty good. We clock in about maybe 20 to 30 grand a month.
Okay. Nice.
I mean, I'm
What's
not
got
getting
you
rich.
then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting
What's
rich,
got
but
you?
we're not doing bad either. But I want to go to another
Okay.
level and stuff. I know where I can see where it can be.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what's kind of got you looking on expanding your marketing horizon?
Yes.
Okay. And what are you, I guess, like, why not just, why look at getting some like outside help with your marketing? Why not just double down and like do more numbers than what you're doing right now?
Well, I thought about that, and I think it's my personnel right now because I can't really. I'm like everything. I wear all the hats, and my personnel. I haven't got the right personnel to where they can free me up to do the marketing. I'm pretty sure that if I could free myself up, I could probably,
Mhm.
probably go up about at least 30, 40%. But I just don't have the personnel that'll free me up. I have to constantly, kind of oversee.
Okay. Would you say that a lot of your time is held up into doing marketing right now, other than
Yes.
focusing on other parts of your business? Okay.
Yes.
And how's that kind of, do you think that's affecting your business at all, like on the management side, or how is that playing out?
As far as from it growing, it's yeah, definitely all the way as far as growth, because I can't,
Okay.
like I said, I can't expand any. I've got to constantly wear all the other hats. And if I was free to do the marketing myself, I know, like I said, I could go easy 30, 40%.
100%. Okay. And have you, like, what else have you looked at for getting marketing help? Like, what have you
I
tried in the
tried
past, looked
Thumbtack
at?
and I tried Thumbtack and Lawn Starter and
Mm,
a lot of them things, but Uh, actually, Thumbtack wasn't too bad. It's just when they first started, you could just pick and choose, the jobs.
right.
They would find the jobs, you pick and choose. You pay them a certain amount for the job, and it was yours from them. And they weren't too bad. And then they went to some deal now to where they want like I think it's like a base like $500 or $600 a month or better, and they just
Hmm.
funnel you about 30,000
Yeah.
jobs that, like I say, with the way I'm doing, I don't have time to go marketing for myself, much less try to funnel through 30 or 40
Right.
leads a day.
Right.
So,
Right.
but you're still
Yeah.
paying for them though, even if you don't use them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I know the thing like now with like Thumbtack is I find it's very like just generic. Like it's not
Uh-huh.
tailored to your specific like demographic you want to work
True.
with. And like obviously there's the volume is there, but the quality kind of suffers. It's like a trade-off
True.
on it. So let's say you were able to get more leads, you're able to reach out more, right? Get more volume. I guess like
Uh-huh.
for you, where would you like, the monthly revenue for the business to be at? And let's say like 3 months from now.
Realistically, I mean, I'd like to be at least 70 or 80 grand a month.
Okay. And right
I'm
now you say
about
you're doing around 20, 30?
20 or 30. Yeah.
Okay. And so just before you start talking to me, all you've done is just Thumbtack and word of mouth so far to get more leads so you can get to
That's
70K
it.
a month?
That's
Got
it.
you. Okay. What's kind of held you back from getting outside help or trying other things?
Yeah, probably the price. I mean, I've seen some of those here in Austin, like, those ad agencies and stuff like that, radio commercials and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Those were, they start off at like 4 or 5 grand. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that on it. It ain't guaranteed.
Right. Okay. If it was guaranteed, would you do that?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. So let's do this because I'll make sure what we do would work for you. Besides
All right.
just getting like more leads, better quality leads, what are you sort of looking for in like a growth partner or in a marketing partner to help, the business with marketing? Like what would be your like ideal criteria to a partnership?
Um, I mean, I know it's hard to say nowadays. I mean, because don't nobody want to work for nothing, but somebody that's got as much skin in the game as I do, on if
Hmm.
I'm gonna, be like, say, I think there was a company, Lawn Starter, one time. Now they
Mm.
did your marketing and everything for you, and they've got it worked out to where, but they take like a damn near 40% cut. I mean, they'll
Really?
find jobs for you and everything, but because I've talked to customers now, I use them not for trees. I use them just to keep my
Yeah.
guys busy when we can't find tree jobs, just doing lawns. And they charge
Okay.
people like $60 a lawn, and they pay us like $25 to $30 for the lawn. So they're taking like 50% of it. I mean, but it keeps my
Wow.
guys busy. But so I use them
100%.
for that. But that to me, though,
Okay.
I mean, that's why I continue, to use them when I don't have any, tree jobs or stuff like that, though, because I mean, I guess I got to understand though, they've got as much skin and they're making sure that we got lawns at least, but
Hmm.
then because they're getting as much as I am,
Yeah, almost half the deal for like
pretty much.
no labor work. Probably just
Yeah,
everything's probably just automatic on their end.
yeah, that's all
Got
they're
it.
doing is
Okay.
just the marketing, finding the jobs.
Got you.
Oh, you
How
cut off
much
on me. I can
jobs
hear
are
you.
you guys? Oh, sorry. Can you hear me
Okay.
now?
Yes.
How much jobs are you guys averaging, or how much are you taking on a month, I should say, right now?
Right now, tree jobs we're doing anywhere from 5 to 12 a week, and lawns we're doing probably close to about 200 a week.
Okay. And
Oh,
you're
you cut
trying to
off again.
look on like, oh, can you hear me? Is it like
Yes,
legging
now I
out?
can. Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you looking to like triple that, or how much more jobs are you looking to take on
Well, I definitely,
per
I
month?
have the manpower and everything to do it. And oh, you cut off again. Shoot,
Okay.
I don't know if
So
it's my
like,
computer or
sorry.
yours. Okay, I can hear you
It
now.
could be the connection. It is like freezing a little bit in like
All
increments.
right.
Um, yeah. So like, how much more jobs are you looking to take on?
As many as we can get. And I mean, I've got probably three extra guys that I've been here lately that I just been cutting their hours short because I'm not, producing
Hmm.
enough for them to get full time. But I've got three extra guys that want full time hours.
Okay. How much more work do you need for them to go to work full time, have full hours?
Probably for them to have three full time extra guys, I'd probably need about 20, anywhere from 20 to 25% more than what we're doing now, which would be revenue
40
wise.
ish jobs.
Yeah, which revenue wise would probably be another, I'd say about another six grand a week. I could put them on full time.
Okay. Okay. So around, I guess, say in a month, like 40 extra jobs in a month.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
If
Okay.
they're
And what's
tree
your guys'
jobs.
close? 100%. What's your guys' close rate right now?
Um, I'd say probably about 80%.
80%. Okay.
Mhm.
And let me just grab my pen here. Yeah. So 40 jobs you want a month. And right now, what's average job size or what's the average deal size per job?
Price wise, the average one is probably about 3 grand.
3 grand a job. Okay.
Mhm.
So maybe you laid out. Did you say you guys are doing 200 jobs a week right now?
Yeah, well, that's lawns.
Oh,
Lawns.
lawns. Okay, I thought you meant
Yeah.
trees. I was like, damn, bro.
No, no, trees, well, they do probably about 12 a week on trees.
Okay. Okay, I thought you said 200. I was like, why? Where's the Cuban link at? I was like, gosh, man, it's a lot. Okay. Yeah, so around 40 trees, 40 tree jobs a month you're looking for?
Yes.
Okay. At that. Okay, so let's say we're able to bring you 40 jobs a month. Okay. I guess to hit 70, 80K a month in profit, I guess like what would that extra money actually allow you to do right now that you can't really do personally?
It would allow me. I want to get one of those what do you call those things? A stump grinder. That's one thing I want to,
Mhm.
because that would actually help the business, because a lot of times when we cut the trees, the people that want us to come back and cut the stumps, but
Mhm.
those things are like, I think about like 20 grand. But I'd like to buy a stump grinder, and I've got 3 trailers now, but I like to get a trailer with a dump mechanism, and that would, both of those would further the business. I mean, the trailer with the dumper on it, with the, one guy, and 'cause now I send 2 guys to go dump trees whenever we get rid of the brush and stuff. But I send two.
Mhm.
But if I had a dumper on there, I could send one guy, and it'd probably only take him like, not even 30 minutes. Where now
Right.
it takes 2 guys about damn near half a day to go unload it by hand.
Okay. So if you think you got that, would you be able to like take on more jobs in the day, or how do you see that helping out the
Oh yeah,
business?
definitely. That would allow me to do that. Plus, it would allow me to hire a climber. Right now, I don't have a climber. We're using the lift machine, boom lifts, for rentals a lot. But I could really pay a climber, with more jobs like that.
Hmm. Okay. And I guess why is that super important for you guys to be able to get that stuff right now, or
Well, like I
and
said,
soon?
it makes the jobs more efficient, and like I said, it gives me it frees up more time for us to do more jobs. Like I said, I'm pretty
Okay.
sure even without marketing right now, if we weren't actually, in the business of being business, doing business, that if I just had free time, I could find. I mean, because 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we had that big freeze that came through Austin, and it pretty
Yeah.
much killed all the ash trees in Austin and hurt damn near all the rest of them. The oaks are still hanging in there,
Hmm.
and then a lot of the maples and stuff are still hanging in there, but the ashes all
Hmm.
died, and they're getting new growth on them, so people are thinking they're alive. But I mean, I've cut to it. In fact, just yesterday, a lady called me
Hmm.
for an emergency one. She had it in her yard, and it just split right down the middle, and it was just all rotten on the inside. Put a hole in her neighbor's roof, tore the satellite dish down. And so, I'm like, well, I tell y'all, those ash trees are dead. I mean, it's just all because they got new growth on them don't mean the tree is going to come back. But people see that new growth on there, and they think the tree is still alive, but on the inside, they're rotten as shit. And I
Okay.
mean, that's
And
all
that,
over.
yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that happened in Texas. I thought it
Yeah.
was always hot there.
Oh, it is. We had in 2019 or 20, we had a big snowstorm. The first time they said in
Hmm.
like 100 years we had like a foot of snow, and it shut everything
Hmm.
down. And then so we made it
Hmm.
through that. And then the next year, well, it skipped a year. Then a year, an odd year after that, then everything froze. I mean, it literally, the ice had even the oaks, these big, what, 300-400-year-old oaks, they were literally bent down to the street. Now somehow the oaks bounced back after the freeze let up. They came back, but like I say, most of
Yeah.
the ash trees, the maples, and everything else, I mean, they just split down the middle. Especially
Yeah.
the cedars, it just killed the cedars. The cedars couldn't take the weight of that ice on them, and it just killed
Yeah.
all of them.
Just did all your work for you, hey?
Yeah, I mean, I worked from that was January 28th. I worked from January 28th until like May the 30th, with no off days. Saturday and Sunday straight, just down trees that were downed already. All we had to do was go chop them up, and after a little while, all the dump yards were full. And plus, we didn't have no electricity because the freeze fucked all the power lines
Yeah.
off, so we couldn't even dump them nowhere. So I just started cutting them and putting them in people's yards and shit, and tell them I'd come back and get it later. But we could print money that year. I mean, it was lovely.
You need another cold spell to come, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
for real.
So,
Well, we had last Wednesday. We didn't have a cold spell, but it wasn't a tornado. They called it a supercell. It was just a big wind thing that came through. But anyway, it knocked trees down and tore up people's fences. And I mean, here, that's why I say most of my business comes from word of mouth, because in the last week, that's all we've been doing is trees that got turned over or split during this last Wednesday's little supercell thing that came through. I mean, it
got you.
had
Okay.
some two main areas of the city looking like Beirut, because I mean that's how bad it did. Just those 2 areas though.
Wow. The trees just can't take it at all.
No, I mean, well, I tell everybody, I mean that the ones that did make it through that snowstorm and the freeze, they got hurt. I mean, people, trees are like humans. Even though they
Yeah.
survived, they still weren't well, and then they're back
Yeah.
doing it. What, last year it didn't rain really all year in Austin. So I mean it was like September before we got any rain. So the trees dried up. If people weren't watering them, I mean they
Mhm.
got hurt from that, from just having a year with hardly no rain.
Mm-hmm.
And then so now this year, the least little wind or anything that comes through, they're splitting and cracking and everything else.
Oh, it's breaking up. Hear me?
But I mean, I know it's a good market, out there. It's just, like I say, with
Yeah.
doing the jobs that I do, I don't really have the time. But yeah, I know the jobs are here in Austin. It's just I don't have the time to go out and do the marketing part of it and take care of what we need to take care of.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if we were able to, right, reach out to all those jobs that are out there and get them coming in, do you believe that right there is like your biggest bottle funnel? Like that would bring your business to automatically like 70, 80, 90, 100K in revenue?
Oh yeah, I think we could double that if I had somebody to actually do all that for me. We could double where we're at. I know we could double what we're doing now.
100%. Okay. And like what I guess you just, not having to put your time into marketing, having that time to be invested in other parts of your business or personal life, I guess, how do you see that being just like useful, helping you out? What would you put your time into instead?
Well, I mean, I would still probably be in the business. I mean, that's gonna, probably more in management and getting more better guys and more quality guys because right now, I mean, we're taking care of business, but it's really like a ragtag group
Yeah.
of guys I got. When since they started this, what is this thing with ICE? I lost like my best guys to ICE, got deported. So now I'm using, no offense, I'm using just black and white guys that aren't Mexican,
Yeah.
and this is Texas. It's probably, the population down here is damn near all Mexican. But using black and white guys, I mean, we're Americans, we're too spoiled and shit to work hard and shit. I mean, we don't know how to
Yeah.
climb trees and shit like that. And I get guys
100%.
that man, it's too hot out here. Okay, fool, it's physical work. What do you mean it's too hot? Aren't you from Texas? Shit, you ought to be used to it.
Oh, okay. And just right now with your guys' like current marketing system or just current lead flow and quality, how close would you say you are to being able to like just do all that, taking your time away from the marketing side and right, getting your new equipment, hitting like 80, 90K revenue? Would you say you're close, not close right now?
I could say it would be switch. Yeah, I'd be a switch away. I could say that.
Okay.
Because like I
Like
say, really,
from
right now, without even trying, we're doing 20, 30K a month without even trying.
yeah. Yeah. So you feel like with a solid, advertising marketing, you should be able to crush. I mean, it really depends how much job you want to crush, to be honest. Like how much can you take on? I mean, we can keep firing, right? We can keep firing you jobs just like this. Just depends how much of those you can catch, right?
Yes.
So right now, I guess, would you like from 1 to 10, how close would you say you are to kind of hitting your goals for this year? 10 being you hit them, 1 being nowhere
I'm
near.
probably at about 2 because, like I say, I mean, I've got the goals, but I'm not having. Besides talking to y'all, in fact, that's why I'm talking to y'all. I haven't taken no steps to, get to them at all.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I
And
say because that's the only time we take off is rainy days, and I'll say that okay, the next rainy day, I'm sit down and do some marketing, put some Google ads out or something like that. And rainy day comes, and I just sleep through because I'm so damn tired.
so like what happens, I guess, if you continue to, not do anything about it, not change up anything, not get some outside help? Just what kind of happens in?
Well, either I stay where I'm at, which, eventually I'm going to get frustrated with that because I mean, like I said, I can see more and I know my little company, we can be more. But so eventually I'll just probably just tell the guys to take a couple of days, maybe a week off, and I'll, sit down and do it myself. But, like I say, I'll feel if I do take a week off, even though, we'll get behind, on jobs and stuff for that week, but, it might make up for it, if I get everything else going.
Yeah, okay. And I guess what would those guys think about that?
Oh, the guys, I
just
mean, they're 100% behind me. As long as they're making more money and they're good. They're not getting their hours cut. I can give, if we got more jobs, that means more hours.
okay. And I guess like why do this like right now? Like why not push us off like another couple years or
Oh,
like
shit,
another couple
hell no.
months
We
or
ain't getting no
years, like
younger
the
shit.
last 2 years?
There's no better time than the present.
That's true. All right. No, so yeah, if you want, I'll just walk you through more on kind of like what we do, how we can, solve all your marketing issues, your marketing problems, get you to, not having your time invested in the marketing, so you can put
Okay.
more time back into your other parts of your business. Get you to 100K a month or whatever you want to get to. When you want to do that, that help?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So the first part, how you're saying, right? Obviously, right now you are putting in a bunch of time. So the implementation process is a total of 3 months. We do in a 3 months increments. So like after the 3 months, if you're like, I love you guys, let's go, another 3 months. Okay. If you're like, blah blah blah, this was
Right.
shit, which you're not going to say, I'll take that very offensive if you did, then we're after the 3 months, we can part ways. But joke aside, the first thing we do is we implement you a done for you lead generation. Okay, so you'll get, like, if you have an 80% close rate, we're probably like 50 to 60 booked appointments on you, like qualified appointments. So essentially all you got to do is you just show up to the job site, you do the walkthrough with them, and you close them, right? If you still
Nice.
want to do the closing part. If you don't want to do the closing part, we can talk about that too, where we can close them for you. It is, of course, it is more money. I would recommend just starting off with the first option, and then after 2 months, if you're like, hey, this is a lot of jobs that are coming in, I can't handle this, then we can talk about that. Okay, but yeah, you'll get like, if you decide like 50, 60 booked appointments, right, based on your target audience, alongside with you done with you calendar integration. So it's just like, awesome. Today I have a 2 o'clock walkthrough. I'm going to that. It'll just pop up on your calendar, right? Because how you're saying right now, like, you're not getting enough leads and you're putting in a bunch of time. So what we do is we launch ads all in your local area, targeting leads driven off of data driven. So it can be people, for example, if you're like, I want people that can only do like 4,000 or X amount of trees, or I want $4,000 job opportunities, or people with like a 650 credit score if you're doing like financing, for example. We can target those people for you. Whatever demographic you want, we can get that for you. Okay. It's essentially just like how we found you, right? It was all data driven. Probably once you started thinking about finding some external help, we popped up on your Facebook. It wasn't coincidence. It was all
Seems like
data
it, right?
driven. So what we usually get the ad launched within the first week. Okay. Once the ad is launched, right, leads start coming in with like 3 to 6 hours. Okay. There is a minimum ad spend. So the minimum ad spend is $30 per day. I suggest is $50 a day for the best results, which we've tested. Again, it all depends, like, how quick do you want job coming in? How quick do you want to get started? So maybe you start off with $30 ad spend just to warm up, and you're like, okay, like, I like this. I like how everything's looking. Let's go up to 40, 50. Once we're at our sweet spot, we can, like, it's just, rock the boat, feel how the boat feels.
Yes.
Does that kind of make sense so far?
Yes.
Perfect. And just to like add in, you don't have to make the ads. You just send us like the content you want, pictures, videos. Our ad team will make the videos, make the pictures, build the marketing funnel, sales funnel, everything. You don't have to put a single second into it at all.
Nice.
I guess, what's your thoughts on that part so far?
Oh, that's definitely worth it there.
Awesome. So yeah, the second thing is we implement done for you appointment setting, kind of once I went over, just a more detailed, right? Once the leads start coming in, next thing we implement is done for you appointment booking, right? Because you know how, right, you like mentioned right now, you're managing all that. You're booking all the appointments, right? Just from when they come in off the ad or off the word of mouth and scheduling them. So usually, I guess, how quick is it usually till you get them booked in right now? Do you know that?
Well, if somebody sent me a request or something right now, then I would because it's what here. It's 8 o'clock here in Texas, in Austin.
Yeah.
But usually in the daytime, if it's like if it's before 4 or 3 in the afternoon, and depends on what zip codes they're in. I go by their zip code. Like if there's a close by zip code, I can get to see them that day. But and I usually tell them that, I said, okay, well, you're in this zip code. I could probably get out there before this evening. Are you available this evening? But if
Yeah.
usually it's the next day though, because most people I usually don't get a text until after 3 or 4.
Okay, so sometimes it can be like tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, so
But
like right there is okay. So like
But
usually like there's multiple studies done on this where like if you take longer than 5 minutes to
Yeah.
contact a new leads, the odds of
Mhm.
converting that leads drops by 80%.
Oh, okay. Oh, well,
So
as
like
far
that,
as as far as the contact, usually when I get it, if I get a text and stuff, I hit them right back. In fact, I've got one just now. Somebody text me or somebody hit me up for a job just not even an hour ago, And I told him, I says, hey, well, I'm in the field. I was driving home. I says, I'm in the field right now, but as soon as I get home to my big calendar, I'll set you up with an
Mhm.
appointment. So
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
always respond right away, even though I
Awesome.
may not actually go and give them a estimate or a quote right away.
Mhm.
Because most of the
Mhm.
time I get them, and people ask me for a quote, and sometimes they'll send pictures, sometimes they don't. But most of the time I tell them, if it's like I say, if it's before 3 or 2 in the 4, I usually tell them, hey, well, let me check my
Mhm.
calendar and I'll get with y'all tomorrow. But I try to respond
Yep.
almost as quick as I get it.
Perfect. 100%. So yeah, you can like send us your how you quote them, and we can quote them for you. We can do the
Okay, great.
pricing, everything for you, right? Because like even right now, you're noticing, right? Like you're busy running the business. You got a million and one things to do. Like, so
Oh,
how
you
are you
telling me?
gonna like contact them
You
every
telling me?
time in 5 minutes? Quote them, like just boom, 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 be quick. Like it's just it's impossible. Like you just
It
can't,
is.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Without like just like exploding. So
Yep.
like that's why a lot of most people they get burnt out when it comes to marketing. Or for example, if you're with other agencies, people get burnt out from that too because leads are useless. Like unless they're actually qualified and they're showing up
Mhm.
to the appointments with like the right information, the qualified, they should be already sold on you guys before you show up there, right? So
Okay.
that's why our team will contact the leads for you. They're like all highly trained appointment setters, like pure sales appointment setters, know exactly what to say. Our average speed to lead, I think it's around like 4 minutes, 42 seconds right now. We have a stat for that. So our team qualifies leads for you. Okay. So your technicians or you are only speaking to qualified prospects with intent, with whatever cash on hand they need to pay for your services. If you break that up, if you want paid in full, however you want, they will be qualified for that. You with me on that part?
Okay.
Awesome. How do you feel about that part
Yes, sir.
specifically?
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's
shit.
breaking
That's
up,
even more. I wasn't even expecting all of that.
brother. We're
I'm
going
thinking
to the
I'm
big
gonna get
leagues now,
something
bro.
like some ad agency. They're gonna put out a few. I see.
Yeah, no. And so
Okay.
the third thing, okay, is we implement done for you follow-up sequence, right? With text messages, emails, call automations from now up to the 3 months. If we do another 3 months, again, 3 months to 6 months, or whenever we're done working with each other. Because let's say like you or your technician, right? You have an appointment with a prospect and they don't move forward. What are you usually doing with that lead right now?
Usually I kind of note it somewhere and I'll hit them up. In fact, it kind of works because I just did it with a guy about maybe a month ago because he had us just doing, hedge trimming and bush trimming and tree trimming. So we
Mm-hmm.
did it about every 3 months. And then so the last 3 month period, he goes, I'm feeling better. I'm gonna start trying to do it myself. So I didn't tell him, okay, you're an asshole for doing it, but I just told him, all right, well, we appreciate your business with us. And I says, if anything ever
Mm-hmm.
changes, just give us a holler, and we'll be right there around the corner. You have a good one and be safe. And then he just hit me up today. He goes, well, I thought I was good enough to
Awesome.
do it, but I'm gonna have to get you guys back in there.
Perfect. Because like, right, it's like literally like I think everyone's probably heard the saying now, like fortunes in the follow-ups. Like there's so
Oh
much
yeah.
money in follow-ups just sitting there, right? Like if you
Yep.
even left like like 10 jobs, like do you guys think you leave any follow-ups out there? Or do you follow up with everyone
I
consistently?
do it pretty much all of them. It might be one or two that slip through the cracks, but I pretty much get them all.
Okay.
Because
So
I'm
like one or
still a
two per month.
Yeah, I'm still a pen and paper guy. I mean, I've got
Yeah.
spreadsheets, but
Okay.
I like writing stuff down, and then when I can see it, hey, let me see where's some of my notes. You can see where are my notes at? Okay, here they are. When you've got stuff like, okay, it's hard for me to. I don't know if you can read that,
Yeah.
or I don't, but you can just see my scribbling. So I usually
Yeah, I
don't
can
leave
see.
hardly
Yeah.
anything on the table.
I love it. Nice. So yeah, okay. So even just like 1 to 2 jobs, right? There's like 3 to 6K, right? Being left
Yeah.
a month or being wasted each month. Say that's about right.
Yes.
So after, right? So basically, yeah, I mean, you obviously know what a follow up is. After you have an appointment with the lead, and if they don't close for whatever reason, whatever it is, our team will be following up with them like regularly. Like I'm talking like every day, like consistently until they're booked back on your calendar, so that you can get a few more jobs over the line each month, even if it's just 1 to 2, right? Everything matters. Would that be helpful? That part?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Very helpful.
So with what we just laid out, do you feel like this can help you, go from where you are now to hitting that 100K month?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh,
Perfect.
definitely. I'm
Why
ready
is
to give
that?
y'all a shot. Because I mean, you've explained to me pretty much what I want, and then you've even added some stuff that I wasn't even thinking about in there. The lead follow up. I wasn't thinking. I'm thinking y'all are just going to be like a management company. I mean, a marketing company or
No,
something. Put a few Google ads out. Give me some leads.
yeah. Yeah, there is those out there. This is just like it's for like done for you, because like it's just once you like get to a point, it's just like it's so hard to multitask, manage.
That's
Like
true.
we just start having to have like done for you here, done for you here, where it's like nice. Now all you got to worry about is just your management on your guys and showing up and closing them,
True.
going choosing out which chipping truck you want to buy or stump remover,
There you
right?
go. Yep.
Okay, so it comes down to, so you want 50, around 40, 50 deals a month, extra jobs, I mean.
hmm
Okay. How quick do you want it? So like, for example, if you wanted hey, I want you guys to give me 40 jobs like this month, it would
hmm
then you'd get it. If you want it like this month super quick, the $50 ad spend per day would get you there. Or if you do like $30, $35, it can be slower. You'll still get there. It just depends how fast you want it, how quick you want it. And you can always change that spend depending when and whenever.
Let me see. Today is the 10th. So say, give me 10 days to find. I need to hire me a climber, and if once I got a climber, all bets are off. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, because so yeah, that's like okay, so over a week. So it takes us like a week, like I said, to build ads. So that will be like perfect on matching it up. So, like, do you want to start like getting 40 appointments per month? Do you want to start slower and do like 20 extra jobs for month 2, month 3, month 3? Once we hit 60, like okay, I can
Yeah,
go.
let's start slow and let me work my way into it.
Okay, let me how quick? So average 20 jobs. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not the best with numbers.
Now we're doing about 12 a week, 12 tree jobs a week. Even though we're doing 200 lawn jobs, but those lawn jobs, I can cut those back because I just do
Yeah.
keep those to keep my guys busy. But
Okay.
we're doing about 12 tree jobs a week now, and I'd like to bump that up to about like say start off the first week or so about 20, and then go to 25, and just increment in fives every week
Okay.
until I've
I
got
haven't
the
mentioned
right
that
guys. Like
too.
I say, because I'm working with new guys. I
Yeah.
lost all my experts. They're with the ice, so
Perfect. Okay, I didn't mention this
I couldn't hear
too.
you.
I remember you saying earlier how you're like, I would do it
The
if it was a
last I heard
guarantee.
was
We do.
you had
Oh,
something.
can you hear me now?
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yes,
Hold
yes.
on. What was it? 40.4, 4,800. Sorry, I'm just mathing this out here. 120, 115 times 60. Okay, so the 3 months. So for 20
Uh-huh.
appointments, it'd be so okay. So for the 60 appointments in total per month, so it'd be a 3 months increment. It'd be 2,300 a month. So that'd be
Uh-huh.
total of 6,900 in 3 months plus the ad spend. Like the ad spend doesn't count. That's for the done for you part. And then there's the ad spend where you can do like $30 a day, $35 a day with it. Does that sound good?
Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. I didn't add this in. I mean, it doesn't sound like you need it, but we do have cash back guarantee. So if we don't deliver, for example, 60 appointments, if we don't get like 50 qualified bookings leads or 55 cash, here's your money back. You can go tell us to screw off and take your money. Sound
Oh,
good on
sounds
that part?
good. Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
I
Do
can't beat that.
you
Yeah, definitely can't beat that.
do you want to make it into a subscription, like
I couldn't hear
2,300
anything.
each month? Oh, can you hear me now? It is, yeah, it's breaking up big time on my end.
Yes, yes.
Do you want to break it up into subscriptions, like
I
2,300
heard you
this
for a
month, next
second, then
month?
it kept back up.
Can you hear me? No?
You cut off on me again.
Hello, hello?
I think the screen. Yeah, yeah. I heard hello, but I couldn't hear anything else.
Okay. Just stop me if I start breaking up. So Do you want to? You can do the whole. You can pay all up front, or you can break it up in each month if you want, per month increment. Which one's
How
easier
much?
for you?
Probably break it up.
Okay, I will. So I will send you over invoice. Then Tariq, who manages all the advertisement side and the onboarding,
Okay.
he's gonna reach out to you. He'll send you over a quick contract. It's all put in an agreement in writing. Or else I could be bullshitting, right? But let me get this sent over to you real quick. Let me just um,
I think it's froze up. I can't hear nothing. You're not moving
oh
in
yeah,
your
oh
picture.
sorry, I was
Oh.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, let me send you. I'm just gonna send you contract. Let me make the voice. Do you have any questions? Anything?
Oh no, like I said, you told me a little bit more than I was expecting.
Perfect. Yeah, literally, like I said, is we if you have any ideas, anything you want to add, anything, just bring it up with us and we can do it. Like there's stuff we haven't even done stuff in the past, and we just someone brought up an idea on one of these calls. Okay, we can do that, and then we just do it. Like whatever you need, maybe if it was 2 months or three after the 3 months, you're like, hey, I'm getting a lot of deals. Can you guys start closing them for us? We can start closing them over on phone or DMs. Let me get you. Yeah, whatever you need. Any feedback. Now, we're open doors. Just anytime. Call me, AJ. Hold on. Sorry. Give me a second. I just need to. Awesome. All right. Create new paper link product. 60. Also, anytime if if you want to speed things up, we can speed things up. It's always adjustable. If you're want to slow things down, it's just too much right now, we can slow them down. Whatever you need. All right, subscription 2,300 per every 30 days. Details. Okay, I'm gonna send you a booking link for an onboarding call tomorrow if you want to just
All
book
right.
that in. You'll just go over the onboarding part, the contract part. I'm gonna send you invoice right here. Let me just get everything made up. 300, 3 days, 60 appointments. Copy. Has been a good start to the month for business this month.
Oh yeah.
Right. There's that. Let me send you
Like I
the
said,
thing.
Wednesday, which was last Wednesday, which was like the 3rd or the 4th of the month. No, yeah, the 3rd or the 4th, where just they called it a super sale, but it wasn't a tornado, but it wrecked 2 whole neighborhoods here in Austin. I mean, it looked like
Jeez.
Baghdad somewhere. Looked like a big hand just came and just smashed all the trees. So we, like I say, started out, we were just out cleaning up, getting trees off fences, getting trees off houses.
Nature's your friend. Hey,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
you
I
can
hate to say
take
it.
some. I'm from Canada. You can take some of our cold winters from up here, give them to you
No, we
guys.
don't never have that. I had one of my guys, though, he did move to Minnesota because he said it was too hot here in Texas.
Yeah, I've never been to Texas. I think the closest I know Arizona. That was really hot down there.
Yeah, that's a dry
I
heat out
can't.
there, though. Here in Texas, because we're so close to according to Trump, the Gulf of America instead of the Gulf of
Yeah.
Mexico. But So we're so close to that. We got like probably 80% humidity all the time too. So it's like just a you just can't take a shower in the daytime
Yeah.
here.
Does everyone call it the Gulf of
You take a shower
America
in the day.
now?
Well, the name of it is the Gulf of Mexico. For all my life, it's been the Gulf of Mexico. But since Trump has been president, he says he's changing it to the Gulf of America.
I know. I remember. I thought that was a joke at first. Okay. I sent you an onboarding for the onboarding call
But it's
tomorrow.
a
Does
little
tomorrow
body of
does
water.
tomorrow work?
No, he's just okay.
If you see your number, I sent you an invoice, and then I sent you the onboarding call tomorrow with Tariq. He's the CEO.
Okay.
He does. And then you should, yeah, if you open up, you can book any time that's available for tomorrow. Let me see on.
All right. Let me refresh my
Let
thing.
me-
It hasn't came through yet.
On your, I send you 512-542-1346.
Oh, it's on the phone. Okay. Okay, that was what that was.
Oh,
Okay,
I
yeah.
can send it to Google Meet as well. I can send it to Google Meet as well here. I put one of them in Google Meet. Let me.
Well, I mean, if it's just going
If
to
you
be a
open-
regular phone call, it'll be better on the phone because I'll probably be in the field anyway. But if I
Okay.
need to be on the computer, yeah,
Yeah, it's
then
face to
email
face
it.
again.
Okay. All right. Yeah, email would be better for that. Yeah.
All right, I will. Okay, I put it. If you see the Google, I put the invoice in the Google chat. If you know how to
Okay.
access
Cool.
that, or do you want me to send that to your? I
Mhm.
sent it to your number as well. I'll send you the
That'll work.
booking link.
I
Let
got
me
them both.
just book you straight in. Book you straight in. Okay, Wednesday. You're in. It's 6 o'clock for you. Okay. We have 4 a.m., 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30, and 2 o'clock open.